Namaste, it's me, CN Chaudhary, Scholar of M.Ed Mathematics, Kathmandu University, School of Education. Now, today I'm going to discuss about the understanding research tradition and paradigm in education, and its subtopic is social and educational research. Now, taking here, you can here I'm I have adjust here different types of contents regarding this topic. Now, talking about the social education and educational research tradition, uh, research purifies human life. It improves its quality. It is source for knowledge. It shows how to solve any problem scientifically. It is a it is a careful inquiry through source for any kind of knowledge. It is a journey from none to unknown. It is a systematic effort to gain new knowledge in any kind of disciplines. When it's seek a solution of any educational problem, leads to educational research. Research it purifies human life and enhance quality through inquiry. Social and educational research study human behavior and practices systematically. Now, talking about the social research tradition. Social and educational research tradition refers to systematic ways of studying human behavior, societal structures, and educational practices. These traditions are rooted in different philosophical uh, worldviews and methodologies. That is, there are in social research, the tradition include the following positivist, objective, measurable data, example income versus political participation survey, interpretivist, inter, understand lived experiences such as ethnography of marginalized groups, critical focus on power and justice such as gender roles and job access analysis. Now, talking about the educational research, in educational research tradition mirror the social researches paradigm but are applied within educational context such as quantitative quantitative data driven uh, such as test scores comparison by teaching method. uh, Qualitative, it is the uh, it is the deep understanding types of research such as classroom interaction, case studies, etc. Now, action research, this is the uh, parsitis, practitioner lead change such as group works impact on engagement. Now, talking about the qualitative, sorry, quantitative research. Quantitative research uses numerical data and statistical analysis to examine relationship between variables, often seeking to prove or disprove hypotheses. It focuses on measuring and analyzing variable using numerical data. Uh, it uh, it is used to test hypotheses, identify patterns, and establish relationship between the variables, such as survey, experiments, correlation studies, etc. Now, talking about the features of quantitative research, it is the powerful tool for studying social and natural phenomena, particularly uses numerical data and statistical analysis to investigate questions. That's why this have the following features: objective stance, structure, instruments. Uh, Similarly, predefined questions, measurable variable such as impact of a flipped classroom on math test score. Now, talking about qualitative research. Qualitative research. Qualitative research is a method of inquiry that focuses on the understanding the meaning and context of social uh, phenomena through in-depth exploration and analysis of non-numerical data such as interviews, observation, and documents. It aims to uh, uncover the why, the why behind the people, thoughts, feeling, and action rather than just measuring what they do. Uh, it focuses on understanding human behavior and reasons. It gives data, interviews, observation, case studies, etc. Explores the why behind the behavior. Now, talking about the features of the qualitative research, uh, qualitative research. Talking about the qualitative features of the qualitative research, it is the these types of research are flexible. Interviews focuses groups, observation, uh, exploratory approach, etc. It offers deep insight into thought and feelings such as Tharugal's experience, Tharugal's experience says in learning mathematics, etc. Now, talking about the encountering educational research paradigm. My introduction to educational research paradigm came as a revelation that fundamentally changed how I understood knowledge production in education. Uh, that's why uh, initially I viewed research as only fact gathering. Uh, Learned paradigm differ in ontology, epistemology, and methodology. And paradigms gives the shapes how educational problems are framed and explored. Now, talking about the post uh, post positivism or quantitative paradigm. Post post positivism represents the dominant paradigm in quantitative educational research, emerging from a positivism which believes in objective reality measure scientifically. Similarly, it uh, detached, detached observer statistical tools such as testing, Philip classroom, uh, effect on standardized scores. Now, talking about the interpretivism or qualitative paradigm. Now, interpretivism reject the positivism notion of objective reality, arguing instead that reality is socially constructed through human meaning making. It gives reality in socially constructed. Uh, this types of research is a co-creator of knowledge, such as first gen students transmission to university life. Now, talking about the critical paradigm. Critical paradigm. Critical paradigm investigate power inequality and transformation, which is researcher as in which researcher as activists, such as how testing policies reproduce racial inequalities. Now, I'm going to talking about here post paradigm, postmodern paradigm. Postmodern paradigm is a educational research which challenges current narratives and stable thoughts. Uh, it has fixed truths and categories and emphasizing fragmentation, uh, similarly differences and instability of meaning. This paradigm is a particularly useful for demonstration taken for guaranteed educational concept, art-based methods, etc., such as demonstrating learning disability discourage is the example of the post paradigm. Now, I'm going. You can see here comparing paradigm in different ways. Here, paradigm, ontology, epistemology, and methodology, which you can see in the screen. Now, I'm going to talking about here reflection, and lesson uh, learned. My journey through this paradigm has evolved from initial paradigm and Nebet or assuming research was research to paradigm relativism. That means seeing all as equally valid to want to what I would now call paradigm pragmatism, recognizing the distinctive contribution and limitation of each while maintaining critical awareness of their philosophical understanding. Uh, Similarly, paradigm research questions should guide paradigm, and each paradigm has unique quality criteria and role of researchers shift with paradigm like observer, interpreter, activist, critics, etc. Now, talking about the complementary and mixed methods, uh, there are different types of complementary, uh, such as paradigm can complement each other, and mixed methods, quantitative surveys plus qualitative interviews are the uh, examples of the mixed method, and which encourages broader, deeper understanding of educational issues. Now, talking about the personal evaluation, personal evaluation, uh, I would encountering educational research paradigm has fundamentally shaped in my identity as a researcher and consumer of research. I now approach studies not just evaluating what they found, but examining their paradigmatic assumption about what counts as knowledge and valuable research. This meta awareness has made me more uh, sophisticated in designing studies that uh, aligns philosophically and methodologically, and more critical in assessing other work, and it gives me from paradigm narrative, relativism, and pragmatism. uh, Now, designs and evaluates research with philosophical alignment as well as paradigm, which give me as a awareness, enhance critical thinking, and research quality. Now, at last, this paradigm gives research paradigm safe inquiry, meaning, and outcomes, which choice, that is a choice of paradigm depends on purpose, values, and research questions. Similarly, being aware of paradigm enriches both research design and interpretation. With this, I want to depart from this slide. Thank you. Have a good day.